Hi, my name is Dione, and I have been practicing yoga for 6 years. I've been teaching yoga since October of 2014 when I went on my Moksha teacher training, level 1 training in Montreal. My favorite thing about teaching yoga is being able to share the practice with people. From the moment I started taking yoga, it was just something that was very close to my heart. I always felt amazing when I left the class, and the first thing I thought is, well, if I could share this with other people and they can feel just as amazing, that would just be the best thing ever. So that's what I love about teaching yoga. What I love most about yoga is being able to take my practice off the mat. So as opposed to when I used to work out at the gym, you go to the gym, you work out, you can still leave with that euphoric feeling, but it was what you did in the gym that made the difference. While with yoga, I could focus on my breath when I'm in rush hour traffic. I could remember to take those 3 deep breaths when I'm going through a stressful time inside of my house or at work. And I find that's the best thing about yoga, is being able to use your practice not just when you're in the studio, but when you're anywhere. What gets me on my mat each time is knowing that each practice is going to be different. Every time I step on my mat, depending on where I am that day, my balance could be off, my balance could be perfect. And that's always the personal challenge for me with yoga, is sort of being better than the self that I was the day before, but also being able to accept the fact that tomorrow may be better or worse. It's always something new each time I step on my mat, and that's what I really love about it. When I think of the word moksha, the first thing that comes to mind is family. When I started going to the first yoga studio I went in, immediately the feeling that I experienced when I walked through the doors was like something I only experienced when I walked through a house that my family lives in, like, you know, whether it's my aunt's house or my uncle's house or cousins. You're immediately greeted by the warmest, friendliest, loving people that I've ever met outside of my family. So when I hear moksha, the first thing I think of is family, is sangha. A fun fact about Dione is I come from a family of practical jokers. So you really have to be on your A game and have a sense of humor. So humor has always been something in our family. I grew up in a family of all boys. All my cousins are boys. I was the only girl in my generation. So I love people with a sense of humor, can take a joke, love to be the practical joker sometimes. My favorite thing about Moksha Yoga Maple, I'd have to say first, is the studio, the space itself. It's very earthly, it's grounding. You walk in and there's this sort of sense of calm. And then of course, it's the people that help to make it that way. Jackie, the owner, the energy exchange trades, the teachers, even the people that attend here. Everybody really has that sort of love for each other and that support for each other, and you feel that